We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. Oh, will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Please say hello to the folks that I know. Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. Oh, will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
I saw it sitting there. I wonder, what is that thing?
Man.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
It's a sunny day.
Keep smiling though. Indeed. Just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds away.
Far away.
I love that.
Far away. As far away as humanly possible.
Yeah, we need those dark clouds to be moving, especially in today's time. How you doing, Brother Dan?
Man, I'm all right. I made that video and it makes me like emotional.
You know? Oh man, it should, man.
It's crazy, man. It's like I think I'm the only one who's even been in the studio for like. Austin went to go pick something up. Maybe he'll be on later, but I think him and I are the only ones who've actually stepped foot in the studio for the last 2 months, maybe.
Oh, awesome. Well, for those of you who don't know, Dan is one of the owners at the GSI Studios, along with myself and Austin, who's going to be on later. But Dan is also an extraordinary jazz saxophone player.
Ooh, jazz. We're going with now.
Yeah, and he has the same birthday as Sonny Rollins, so that's true. So kudos to that.
Yeah, that counts.
Yes, that's good, young man. So we'll meet again. What's the concept? What's the meaning? Well, what does that mean to you?
I'm sure the guys will have more to say about it, but for me, it's all goes back to Dr. Strangelove, the movie, the Kubrick movie. And Austin and I, we've watched a bunch of movies. Austin, the bass player in the band, and I grew up together. And outside of playing music, and somehow we found enough time to play a ton of music, video games, and watch almost every movie that's ever been made somehow. He's watched more than me. But we both love Kubrick, and that song always like stood out to me. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the end of Dr. Strangelove, I don't want to spoil the movie, but there's a famous last scene where that song comes. I can't say anything else about it. We'll spoil the movie. But the point is, that song was really popular in the 40s during World War II when it was, I don't want to say a similar situation, but it was very like desperate times. Nobody knew when they were going to see their friends again. Nobody knew if their family was going to be alive or dead next time, tomorrow when they woke up. So it's like that song really had a place in history and was really popular then. And, you know, I just liked it because of Dr. Strangelove. And so our idea was like, let's just put it on the end of every album we do, just like it's on the end of Dr. Strangelove. So, Indeed. Yeah, so we did that in 2012 or whenever we put out our debut record. And then we recorded this track for our Love Songs record, which hasn't come out yet, but we had it. And we were like, hey, let's put it out. Now's the time.
Well, I also heard it.
Now's the time. You get that?
Now's the time. Now's the time. Now's the time. Yeah, come on. Now's the time. I also heard from a little birdie that it's a song that you always play on all your various records at the end.
Yeah, that might have been me who just told you that. But if it was...
that worked.
Hey, man, that's investigative journalism at its finest. Yeah, I'm trying to be like Kubrick as much as possible. We want our records to like tell a story, you know? So... That's important to us. And so we have like an intro track usually that's like dumb. And then we'll have like on our first record, we played it and then we sped it up double time. So it sounded like, you know, really old school. And so it sounded like an old 45 record sped up. And like we listed ourselves as playing like toy saxophone. And even in the reviews we got for it, it was like, wow, you know, Dave's playing the toy drums and Austin's playing this and that. And it's like, you know. It's stupid, but we're just trying to tell a story and like make a full concept, you know.
Ooh. Well, why don't we get the fellas in here?
Yeah, let's get them in here because they'll have more to say. Boom. Here's the guy.
So, ladies, hey, what's
Eric,
going on?
Check that out.
What hey,
Eric? You are Eric. What do you want to be? Now's the time. Do you want to be Edmund, Austin?
No. Right now, he's gonna be a boat, so that's cool.
Yeah,
he's selling
in that boat.
You want to be that?
Selling. What's up, Austin? How you doing?
I'm good, man. How's it going?
Right, cool. For those of you that don't know, this is Austin White. He's another owner in the studio. Like I said before, awesome bass player, and what is that? 1/3 of Call 2000, minus the guest singer who. Hopefully, we'll make an appearance later today.
If not,
how you doing, Austin?
We got a replacement
I'm good, man.
guest on the line.
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it. You'll have to stay tuned. We got a megastar of the jazz world hanging on.
Right. How did you feel about We'll Meet Again, Austin?
It's cool, man. I think Dan kind of described our whole concept behind it, like the whole like vaguely apocalyptic thing that we took from the first record, and you know, it's nice to like have some kind of continuity between everything that we do. and we have recorded it several times, and this is the second time that we've released it. So it's a cool intro to like some other music that potentially will see the light of day.
Okay, there you go. Now, why acoustic bass? Because I know you have like 100 electric basses. Why acoustic bass?
Because I play acoustic bass in this band. I don't play electric bass in this band.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but it also is like fitting with that particular vibe that we're going for with this thing.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, that's wonderful, man. You sound amazing. Also, we got Dave Miller. How you doing, brother? Drummer.
Things are good.
Yeah, drummer extraordinaire. I see you got your cat with you. Is that the jazz cat?
Yeah. One of my jazz.
One of your
cats.
jazz cats, the one that likes to hang out.
What do you have?
3.
Nice.
So, as a band, what is Carl 2000?
Dave should
Guys.
take that one. Dave, actually, the name of the band was much deliberated, anyways. But Dave can answer that one because I think he might have the most to say on it, to be honest.
Okay. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh well, there was an infomercial or commercial we saw on late night television for a pest control company.
Hilarious.
And much like our current situation, there were a bunch of bugs in a chat room, and they were all cracking jokes. And the main bug's handle was Carl 2000, and he was the bug that cracked the best joke.
Whoa!
So we just copied his name from. I don't remember the name of the pest commercial.
I'm trying.
You might be able to find it. And
It was either Associated or Alliance.
Alliance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was a bed bug.
He was a bed bug for sure.
Yeah.
He was a real
He was
New York
a bed
City
bug.
You know?
That's pretty dope. We should find that commercial.
Yeah.
We found it before. It took some time though.
Well, I think we wanted to call
sleuthing.
I think we wanted to call it Big Fat Dave, but Dave was concerned that we were using his name as the band name. Or then we decided we were going to call it Big Fat.
Yeah. No, Dave's just selfless like that though. He didn't want it to be about him. It's about the band.
No.
Go ahead, Dave.
But we did at one point all agree to name our firstborn children Carl. Or
And
Carlito.
that still stands, 100%.
It still stands.
Oh my goodness!
Short for Carl. Carl short for Carlton.
Oh
Yeah.
Carl or Carlton. Okay.
Where is Carlton? How is Carlton not on the show?
You know what? I almost brought him from the studio. For those of you who don't know, we have this golden pig that goes on tour.
In the video.
People know that.
He was
Everybody
singing
knows
with you
that.
in the video.
Oh yeah, he was in the video. Sure, he was in the We'll Meet Again video. So next time I go to the studio, I'm gonna bring him home. He likes to travel.
He does.
Likes to travel. But still, like, what is? I mean, Carl 2000 has to have even like a deeper message with the brotherhood that y'all three have.
Oh, in that regard, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys want to know about the name? The name is what everyone thinks we're talking about Karl Malone or whatever. And some of the they think because when you type Carl 2000 in, it pulls up this Karl Malone basketball card. He spells his name with a K too. And people also know that we like basketball, so they put those things together and think that that's what it is. But
some people think it's Karl Marx because we covered a bunch
the
of
Russian thing too.
Soviet
We get that a lot too.
We get that a
it's
lot.
like a communist thing.
Well, yeah, that's our own fault. That one.
Yeah.
But the whole point of the band, you know, we're kind of people. I guess would consider us like an avant-garde trio or a free jazz trio.
Yeah.
But our stuff is really through composed, and we well, the jazz superstar who's going to come on next has seen us also, so maybe he'll speak on that more later. I don't want you're going to have to stay and find out who that megastar is, by the way. But well, like and subscribe. No, but we man, we just try to have a really like fun live show where we interact with the audience and like take the audience on a journey. You know, we're trying to do like just whatever the audience doesn't expect. So that's why when we did that, like if people go listen to us on Spotify expecting to hear more music exactly like that, they're gonna be probably fucking disappointed. You know, if it's in the same vein, and to me it sounds the same, but like to other people, to my mom it sounds different. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, I've heard y'all play a Whitney Houston ballad, so come on.
Well, that's
something there for everybody.
Well, that's why this song. That's why we got Sachal in on this song, because that record that hopefully we're gonna release now that we've released this is all love songs and all covers of love songs. So this one's not really a love song, but we had to. It kind of is, and we need to do it at the end of every record anyways. So, so yeah, that Whitney Houston song or Dolly Parton song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's true.
I don't want ASCAP coming after us. We're crediting.
I know, right? We got to get it right.
But I think, that we just try and have fun. We try to put the fun back in jazz. That's what we do. That was corny, but it's true. We don't want to be like. Even sometimes we'll do whole Brooklyn jazz sets where we like barely make any noise and do a bunch of dumb shit.
I don't think we ever like made a full set of that,
I think maybe we did 10 minutes one time, but
right. Okay, now we got to talk about band pet peeves. What is one pet peeve from each one of you about each one of your bandmates?
Dave, in general.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Hard hitting.
We all got them.
Man,
come on
just
now.
Like every band, this band's had some times,
Exactly.
But
then you can say something that you love about them later. But pet peeve first.
I love them all, man. I don't have any pet peeves. I like the strife between the band. I would push Dave's buttons all the time, and he would fucking threaten to kill me or whatever. But that's part of it, That's the boys. Like we get on stage and we rock it out. So that's not a
pet peeve. That's not a pet peeve.
What's not a pet peeve? Dave's.
That's a love category.
No. My pet peeve is sometimes when we would have rehearsals sometimes, and I'm really about not using music. And we got to a point where this never became an issue, but like kind of in the beginning of the band, it was like, why can't we just have music on stage with us? And I was like, no, we're not having music on stage. We got to know the music, whatever. And so rehearsals for me were kind of a pet peeve at times because we used to rehearse like every day. And then sometimes any one of us would get too drunk to make certain hits and stuff, and we would try and tell each other that we weren't too drunk to do the rehearsal, and the other two. I mean, this would really go for any of us. Austin is a sober man now, but back in the day, we did have some trouble in rehearsal sometimes, admittedly, from all of us. That was my one pet peeve,
Oh, okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. Who's next?
Dave, come on.
Oh, man, y'all being shy.
I mean, maybe the fact that we only ever played like 2 shows in New York City. We just never played shows in our hometown. Granted, we hosted a lot of events at the first studio and a couple of events at the modern GSI studio. But my main pet peeve with the band was that we never really had like a regular gig in New York. We never played any of the regular clubs in New York.
It was like we don't exist anymore. What the fuck is that?
Well, none of it exists anymore. You're right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But why do you think that? Why do you think you didn't have the opportunities to play in New York? That's a good subject to talk about.
I don't know whether it's that we didn't have opportunities. We like consciously chose not to make those opportunities happen. And it was like a decision we chose not to play live shows in New York unless we were hosting those events like the community days. So I just looking back, I think like, wow, we probably could have widened our audience and accomplished a couple of different goals had we played more shows in our hometown. But that being said, we used to have some epic tours and we would just like rage throughout the country or other countries. And like, those were some of the best memories I have playing music. So
same. I agree with that, man. Cause that's why, and it was probably my fault that we didn't do the New York gigs. Cause Dave would always try and do them. I was like, I don't want to play fucking Cake Shop for 5 people on fucking Wednesday, go all the way down there. Like, we could just play at the studio and have a lot more people than are going to be there. So it was kind of like we concentrated on the road instead. But I mean, people come out when you're not in New York, man.
Hey, indeed. Everybody want to hang. Come on, Austin. Pet peeve.
I hated every single second of everything. All the way.
That's cheeky, man.
So it's hard to pick a single thing. I mean, like, it was total garbage all around. But this track is cool though. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. I like that.
Out, bro.
That's good.
That's a cop out. Come on.
It is a cop out. You're right.
Question. That's a cop out.
You're leaving your boys
I don't
hanging,
know, man. Like, well, here you go. Here's some inside information. Like when we would play, we played a lot of shows and we toured a lot. And like inevitably, when you tour and play the same music every night, you get bored sometimes. And Daniel has a really great habit of when he gets bored while he's improvising, he either starts just playing various national anthems from around the world, or he starts playing Rush songs.
Yeah.
So like on the one side, you know, it's like kind of annoying because I'm like, clearly you're not into it, you're not paying attention. But then like we get to play Rush songs, and that's dope.
Yeah, but I always look at you right when I do it, and you're like, what the fuck? But it always starts. You got to get "O Canada," the Russian national anthem. You know.
Right.
We did. Well, see, that was the thing. Right? We did actually play the Russian national anthem all the time.
We would start our shows like that sometimes, just really abrasive playing of the Russian national anthem. That's why people think we're associated with Karl Marx, I think.
Well, yeah, we play a lot of Russian folk music.
We play Russian folk music, and the name is Karl. I don't know what it is, but that might be it.
That might be it.
Man.
All right, well, that was a pet peeve. Now he has to say something nice. Remember, Dad?
Yeah, now you gotta say something nice. Those were nice.
I did say something nice. I said this song was dope, and we recorded a lot of. We recorded a lot of really good music that I'm hoping that this will, like, you know, give us the motivation to actually release, because that the Love Songs record that this was part of is really good, and I think it should come out.
Yeah,
so.
I think that's the best thing we did. Honestly, it's hard to convey like how stupid we are through a CD or whatever. Like you have to see that live. So I think the Love Song record really conveys how fucking ridiculous the band is. You know.
There you go. Well, hey, congratulations on the new release. We didn't get a chance to really talk about it's released as of yesterday, I believe. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Stream, baby.
You can find it on all platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, you know, whatever floats your boat. It's called We'll Meet Again by Call 2000 and special guest Sachal Vasandani. I'm sorry, Sachal, I'm messing up your last name. Vasandani. Sachal Vasandani. He's a really good friend of mine, so I'm sorry for butchering your last name. But if you haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's a wonderful song, and it's very emotional, as Dan said in the beginning. And it reminds us of how much we really, truly miss each other and miss the way things once were. But, you know, we're finding a new light in where things can possibly go. And so finding some type of inspiration in that. So please give it a listen. Tell your friends.
I got you one better. We made another version of it because we have some connections at the MLB with actually our super amazing all-star jazz guest who's waiting on the line. I think we'll roll the tape, so we'll play the song one more time with the special version we did for baseball. Cause kind of the idea is what we want people to do is we want to make this available for download so that people can put their own videos behind it. Because as emotional as the GSI one makes me, this one that I made for the Mets really, I can't contain myself. So
that really gets you.
Yeah, it really does. So I guess the plan is to roll that, and then we'll bring on our super special secret jazz all-star Titan.
Yeah, indeed. Let's go.
Titan. All right.
Cool.
Here it is.
We'll meet again.
Before we start that, I gotta make sure I do it right. This is what happens when this is how you know it's live, baby.
Right.
If it ain't live, you ain't trying, you know?
Ain't live, you ain't trying. We're going to add that to sayings of the day.
Yeah, sayings of the day. That can be on, we're going to talk about.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. Oh, will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. they'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Say hello to the folks that I know. Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away. Oh, will you please say hello to the folks that I know? Tell them I won't be long. They'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day.
Man, I bungled that. That's not, first of all, if you want the better version of that, that's good, actually, because there's a version with all the calls of all those home runs, and it's way more fucking epic than that, but that's on YouTube. I'll re-edit this, which is going to take me fucking 20 minutes. That's great.
Oh,
but,
man.
Yeah, but watch it on YouTube because the calls are fucking amazing. They actually make the video. I'm kind of bummed about that, but...
man. Well, hey, man, salute to the MLB, baby.
Yeah, we got to have them back soon, man.
Yeah, you got to get this. Oh, man.
So as you guys can see, as promised, illustrious jazz superstar. He's going to be a guest on Hot Jazz Today later tonight. It's Tay Jazz.
What's going on?
It's time for some Ike's T magic with a one and only music icon, Taylor Ike's T.
Taylor.
What's going on?
What's going on? Oh, man, this is great.
That's quite the entrance.
Yes, sir.
Well, you know.
I don't know if we can even continue the show after that. That was
it.
So what have you been
You're
doing?
listening to the one and only Taylor Ike's T.
Yeah. Oh, man, you can make me break my stuff up.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everything was right, you know, when I joined, so.
You want to pretend like you're Sachal when we're interview like we were.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Right.
See, this is what Taylor does when Kevin and I have already been through this. Taylor is looking on his screen now for the next thing that he's going to play, which is
Yet another sick burn by Dan.
That's another sick burn. You beat me by half a second, but I knew that one was coming next. We'll just watch Taylor
really
killing.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing! I love it. I love it. How you been, Tay?
Not too bad. You know, doing a lot of like trying to set up to be able to live stream and that sort of thing. So
Oh man, I like how you got your name on your screen. You gotta teach me how to do that.
The little logo, man. You know,
Yeah, there you go.
If I, you know, it's all set up for all sorts of stuff. You know,
let's
he's ready to go. Oh man.
Do you know Blue Bossa?
Well, thanks.
Say that again.
Do you know Blue Bossa?
Blue Bossa.
Blue Bossa.
Yeah,
it's a great song.
It's like a Chick Corea song or something.
Oh man.
For a drop, what drop is this one gonna be?
Oh wow.
This
is great right here.
Eric, I got a question for you. Since you asked us, since you and Taylor are in Voyager, I want to hear a Voyager pet peeve.
Oh, pet peeve?
Yeah.
Well, it's a pet peeve of love. I'll say that first, but pet peeve is.
You can't preface it like that. That's like saying, "I'm sorry if this offends you, but you know, I'm like."
Okay. Pet peeve. Taylor is always 1 minute to the actual minute for the show.
Are you saying early or late? Early.
It's the thing. He's never early. He's never late. But it's just to the minute. So imagine that.
You better get this wow. Now.
So say you have a sound check, and then you're like, all right, guys, yeah, the show starts at 8:00. You won't see Taylor until 7:59.
That's right.
That's impressive, though. That's
efficient. As far as I'm concerned, show starts at 8. You know, like, I try to get there at 8.
Right? You can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. But else. So yeah, I don't really have a pet peeve, but that is impressive.
That's you made us answer, and now you're gonna bail out. That's some bullshit right there. I'll let you think. Taylor's probably got 10 pet peeves.
Really?
Come on, man. Taylor, what's your pet peeve?
I don't have any pet peeves with that, man. You know, I as far as I'm concerned, it's like it's a group of friends. I show up at 7:59, and the next thing you know, it's showtime.
It's showtime. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, guys.
So I have you guys got to say something nice about each other too, because we had to say both.
Oh, okay. Well, I absolutely love Taylor. Taylor is one of my favorites, pianists on the planet. One, because, and I'm gonna say why, because everybody's always like, "Oh man, this cat is so killing! Oh my god!" But they never say why a person is killing, right? Taylor is killing because his ears are magical. He knows where you want to go musically, even before you know. You just all of a sudden you hear it and you're like, "God damn, I didn't even know that song could sound like that." And he has a way of being such a great team. Like, he's a team player. He understands like what it means for all of us to be on stage at the same time and, share a moment. So like he has a way of, through the piano and his personality too, but through the piano, he knows how to uplift the moment. Like, no matter where it is, it's like, he's like, "Oh, okay, we doing this? Okay, I got something for that." And people who are able to do that, to me, really stand out. And so he's just one of my faves, and I'll just leave it at that. It's so many reasons, but I'll just leave it at that. Wow. I love you, man.
Hey, love you too, man. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I wish. I'm looking forward to being able to get out of the damn house and actually, actually do all that again.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we're gonna have.
There's a lot of that's the hardest part right now, is that even if for people to try to play live together over some sort of virtual thing, the latency is out of control. And like even right now within this program, like Dan is doubled for me in the headphones.
Oh, right.
So like you guys aren't, but Dan is. Yeah, but it's hard to sometimes now, there's always going to be like these little kinks and stuff, so
exactly.
Am I still doubled now?
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, now you're not doubled. Yeah.
Sometimes I do it for fun.
Oh, so you're
it's
intentionally
called art. It's called art, KJ.
Yet another sick burn by Dan.
Yeah. Man, I fucking uploaded the wrong version of that whole baseball video. I uploaded the one to YouTube without the calls on it. I gotta re-upload it. That's not hot jazz today.
You got a soundbite for that? Where's the sad trombone?
Yeah, sad trombone me.
Sad trombone.
Man, thank you. Wait, what was that one?
Got it.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Oh my goodness. We got to start getting some applause. We got to build some applause in there on this. I thought about starting like a whole a comedy episode where I do stand up in my house and then have fake applause. I think that'd be pretty funny.
Yeah, you should definitely do that. I support that.
I've been filming all these videos with myself as clones, so that's one thing I'm working on. Is
you want to fly one of those in?
Yeah, I don't know if it. I don't even know if it'll play. Like just the one of the. Well, I mean, I could try it, but there's no.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Taylor here with some composition tips for the next time you're sitting. Some male camera. Dude, I can't. I fucking told you to stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me. What's going on, YouTube?
Yo, I love your hair.
It's just it's just me here. So.
Taylor, what kind of gaming chair you got, bro? That's a pretty slick chair.
It's not executive. It's like like assistant to the assistant gaming chair. It's not as nice.
I
as
have
yours.
an executive racing chair, just in case you were wondering.
That is true. I don't know why they call it racing though. I mean, are we really? We're sitting in place.
Look at it though. It looks like it's racing even when it's sitting in place. That's kind of the whole point.
You could just be wheeling it all around the apartment.
I am. I usually do. I wheeled it out to the living room to whoop your ass in Madden twice yesterday.
Oh my goodness! And we're off.
We're gonna be. I'm starting the pay-per-view.
Was it yesterday?
It was 2 days ago. It was one of the more savage battles. I wouldn't really call it a battle, but it was one of the more savage games that has happened between Tejaz and I.
Well, I think part of that is just the internet issues. So but again, like working out the kinks, trying to make it better.
Well, we're gonna have like $100 per person pay-per-view sometime soon.
I can't wait for that.
Yeah, you're gonna be the only one who pays for it. What was that, Taylor?
It's pretty hot.
All right, so Taylor, tell us about, you're going to be premiering on these guys' show tonight. I guess, I don't know if you know much about it, but apparently there's a show called Hot Jazz Today coming on tonight on our network, and you're the first guest. So have they told you anything about what to expect, or do you know anything about the show? Or
do I know anything about the show?
Yeah, I'm wondering.
Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty hot.
Cool.
It's something that I don't know too much about, but we will see what happens.
That's really killing.
So yeah, I mean, I'm just prepared, trying to get the lighting right and see what happens.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been working on that too. I have this ring light here. I was inspired by Anissa. She has a ring light, as you saw in the video.
Right.
It's the selfie light.
Indeed. Gotta have it.
I have supple skin. I need to glow.
Oh.
So what we know about this show so far is that it's hot jazz tonight, and or there's some kind of ambiguity as to what time of day, but it is at night.
Hot Jazz Today.
And Dan has supple skin that will hopefully, if all goes right.
Oh, well, if people are listening to this, I heard there's a lick of the day contest. Have you been getting tagged in a lot of licks from some cats entering the contest?
There's been more than one, and
it's like 4.
And so I think we're getting into, it's plural, so it definitely is more than one lick submission. So it's gonna be really cool to see which one of those wins. It'll be down to the wire, probably down to the last second. So we'll see what happens with that. I guess I'm supposed to judge it. I guess every guest judges the lick of the day. Yeah.
I got inside information. I have the 2 finalists. We're not going to let the finalists know on Instagram yet, but I do have the 2 finalists, and they're exquisite, to say the least. I think you're going to be excited.
And I just like to say to any future submission out there, anyone listening, that if you're thinking about submitting a lick of the day, there's a really good chance you're going to be a finalist if you just submit. So
that's true.
I would go ahead and do that right away.
Then you could say you've played with a jazz great, Taylor Eagsty.
Yeah, or just I've observed what their 5-second thing is. It's,
not necessarily played,
basically
but close. I mean, I say I've played football with Ronnie Lott because I Skyped him that one time a few weeks ago or whatever.
Well,
don't you?
Wow, and how is there two of me now?
Well, because I'm getting ready to make you more handsome. Watch this.
Oh, Sachal.
Oh, shit.
What's up, man?
What's up, Sachal?
Oh, Lord.
Hit him with the horn.
Hit him with the horn.
How are you guys doing?
Man, well, we were about to get off, and then you came on, so now we're getting off in another way, different way.
You guys dealing with this quarantine?
Oh man, right? Exactly, nailed it.
Yeah, I see in the house.
Who do you think's doing that, Sachal? If you had to guess.
What's that?
Who do you think's doing those sounds? If you had to guess.
I'm informed because I was part of his sound check yesterday, so I know that Taylor has been spending a lot of time on it. I wish I could get that kind of name in the screen like that. That is pretty awesome.
That's what Eric said.
Man,
that seems to be the thing.
Yeah, it's next level. It's next level.
It's next level.
So you've been spending quarantine in an ISO booth, it looks like.
Pretty much. Let me give you the tour. There's one wall, and then there's another wall. So pretty much that's it. It's 4x4, and it's great times, guys.
Great.
Indeed.
That is
still making a lot of sounds that my neighbors and wife don't really appreciate. But what can you do? It's an apartment. Some of you guys know what that is like.
It's got to be less annoying than saxophone, I think.
It's all in the eye of the beholder, I suppose.
Yeah, has anyone's neighbors complained about them yet so far?
Oh.
Nah, man, my neighbor's been cool. They actually brought over a bottle of wine the other day. I was like,
well, Eric, you have a house with like a bunch of space in between the other houses.
That is true.
I don't think that question was directed to you.
Eric has like multiple acres.
Eric's like, yeah, my backyard's chill. None of the birds are complaining about the fucking drums, man. There's a deer that actually, committed suicide about it, but outside of that,
no one can hear him in the beach terrace.
It came to rest.
Takes them 20 minutes to walk down to the beach terrace as it is.
Beach terrace, hilarious. Oh man,
right.
See, now everybody looking up my address.
Well, what is your address, by the way? You want to tell the people at home?
Right.
Yeah. No, there's
somewhere in the universe.
Today thing. If you want
to scroll that on the screen.
If you want to know all the jazz musicians' address, you want to log on to Hot Jazz Today at 10 p.m. That's where jazz lives, baby. So,
right. Mm-hmm.
Sachal, yeah, go ahead, Eric.
Yeah, Sachal, we'll meet again. What inspired you on that? That's what we've been talking about. You sound so awesome on the record or on the single.
Thank you, guys. That I have Dan and Austin to credit for that. I didn't know it, but when I heard the old original version, it kind of sounded like something that had a nice old quality to it. So I tried to channel that. I don't know if I did a good job, but
you did a great job.
Trying to channel like that kind of going off to World War II, and I don't know if I'll see you, but we'll try to, for all we know, that kind of spirit, and that was the vibe. I don't know if that came through.
That is? No, it did come through.
Yeah.
It did come through.
Well, it's perfect. Sachal's definitely probably the most straight ahead jazz musician we've ever collaborated with. I don't know if that makes sense, but I know. You're not even that, But it's like the styles were so different that that's why we asked him to do it. When it popped into my head, I was like, oh man, he's going to kill this. Like, this is right in his wheelhouse. If you've heard the song or not, like, he's going to crush this. There's a famous version of Johnny Cash, which is really good too. Yeah. Anyone who's got soul at all can pull it off,
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
That's really killing.
Taylor, how long have you been working on those drops? Have you slept at all?
No time. No time at all. It just, yeah, no.
It's natural ability.
It's not. I'm not even doing that. I don't know who's doing that, so I'm not even doing that.
Oh, right. Maybe in one of the clones. Do you know about this, Sachal, his clone videos?
I would like to see that if you're allowed to demo that, Taylor. I don't know if it's
we
too
demoed
early,
one
but I
right
think
before
that's
you
gonna be a
came,
highlight.
but Taylor, if you want to demo another one, I'll put it full screen.
You know, I would just play just a couple seconds.
All right, well, let me put you full screen first, man. Good God.
Figure that's all that really needs to get played of it. But you know, just trying to film things with an audience of a bunch of me in my living room, and it takes forever. And then it's really weird if I'm here by myself and I'm just doing that. So I don't know how many more clone videos I'll be making, but you know, there's been a few.
Wait, was that you or was that Bradley Cooper in that one? In the back there.
That was Bradley did come over because he took a test.
I call him
so
Brad.
He's immune, and so I let him in, and
cool.
It's fine.
Do you call him Bradley or Brad? Are you like cool with him or like?
We got like a little inside thing where he calls me Bradley and I call him Taylor, and it's the whole thing.
That's nice. That's fun. That sounds really fun.
It is pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Yeah.
I was waiting for you. You don't have any drops for that? All that stuff we just talked about? Some reggae horn at least?
Pretty much all I have is like more.
It's time for some Ike's magic.
You know, that kind of a thing. Yeah. But
it's time for some Ike's magic.
Yeah, not too many. You know, some of these drops are. It's whatever came in with the computer. So.
Those are, yeah. I think I have those on my computer,
drops.
Right? They're on Acer's, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the default.
Yeah, for
setting,
Acer,
so.
I think I have the Gateway with the cow print on the box. I just unboxed mine. I think that was the default.
It comes standard on new gateways. Yeah,
for sure. Well, I mean, if you have dial-up, I think that's kind of the standard. That's what I use. It's the only reliable form of internet. You know. It's true.
I haven't heard the word dial-up in a good number of years. So
well, kids don't even know what it is.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
Eric, I like your hat, your baseball hat a lot. It's a cool.
Yeah, man. You know,
we'll get you one.
Repping the studio hard.
Yeah, keeping my eyes up. You know, it gets sleepy out here. Don't know what's happening. Like Taylor always say, he can tell when I'm hungry because my eyes are always super huge.
I don't know when are you not hungry, man? We eat a lot at the studio. That's another thing people don't know. How much food we order at the studio. I think they'd be surprised. That's
my goodness. Tip. Man, look, I feel like I've lost about 10 pounds just not being there.
Dude,
just because of all that labor.
Taylor got a scale like a couple days ago, and I was like afraid to get on it because I thought I was going to be super fucking fat. But I actually lost weight since the quarantine.
Man, lost weight.
Dan, you're cutting out again. Yeah.
Oh, I'm cutting out?
Yeah, actually, it's breaking up. I don't know. But
well, just play some drops and pretend like it's me. I'll move my mouth.
Fine. It seems to be broadcasting fine.
See?
It is cool.
Yeah, all right.
I like this is what it's just gonna be watching Taylor look for the drops and waiting for what drop he's gonna play.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's yeah. I mean the drops.
You should let him do drops in Voyager live.
Oh, that's all welcome. Well, you know what? We kind of, the funny thing.
Ted.
Well, we was
yeah,
talking
we kind of did.
Yeah, with Ted. We had this group, Taylor and Julian.
I remember that
and,
when you did the 49er stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when Taylor started doing baseball, baseball announcing during the set.
Yeah.
And we would be
playing. I had some things queued up that were like old baseball commentary from like the 30s or something, and then the Sound of Dolphins, some Marshawn Lynch quotes.
Yeah,
it was pretty great. Yeah,
I remember that. I think we came up to the Falcon. You guys played up there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. That was a hang. I remember that. That place is always fun.
Man.
So what else, boys? What's going on? We wrapping this up? We talking? What's going on?
I think we're good. I think we're good. Unless you have something else I want to talk about.
No, man. I think
glad people that tuned in. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Always good to see you guys, even though it's virtual. But I'll take what I can get.
Yeah. Check the song out with Sachal and we released also Josh's second meditation track. That was on the intro. So Josh has 2 meditation tracks out now. Sachal's got some new music coming out on our label soon. Taylor's got some new music coming out soon. Eric's got new music coming out soon. Austin's got new music coming out soon. Dave can fuck off. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, Dave has music coming out today. Dave just had music come out on our label. So
Get another sick burn by Dan.
Let's go. I'm so glad that you paid money to have that happen. That's the best thing that's ever happened to me, honestly. If Taylor, if you're listening, also I chose a life partner just based on your name, so it gets confusing. Because I was gonna say Taylor's with me because of that, but I don't want it to get confusing.
Nice.
Hot jazz tonight at 10 p.m.
No, hot jazz
it's
today.
It's gonna be hot jazz today. I like hot jazz tonight, but hot
I
jazz
like
today.
that.
Well, it's today in Israel.
Oh my goodness.
True.
So if Gilad's listening to it, we got to do it at in the daytime for them.
At the daytime.
So that's actually 7 a.m. for them.
7
or
a.m.
5. It's 5 a.m. Sorry, it's right at the beginning of the daytime for them.
Hot jazz.
Hot jazz, and you're gonna be the guest next week. I heard. Right? Oh my God, that's a good one.
My understanding is that I'm going to be the guest tonight. I believe it's at 10 p.m.
It is at 10 p.m. It's gonna honestly, it's gonna be an experience to end all experiences.
It'll be an experience, absolutely.
We have a lot of
100% guaranteed.
We have a lot of stuff planned for that, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then Eric is gonna be next week, so.
Indeed.
It's going to be a ride. And maybe Sasha will be on the week after.
Yeah, with pleasure, man.
Oh, with pleasure. All right, that's a verbal confirmation.
I can't promise that I'm going to have the drop game that Taylor.
No, honestly, I'm going to mute him if he does that a bunch tonight. So, that show's going to be
almost a guarantee that I'm going to get muted.
Well, see, if people are watching this show now, like Hot Jazz today is like it's going to be like a comedy show, and we're kind of like playing certain characters. So this is the kind of shit where we're like really going in, doing drops like crazy. But that's like a jazz show where it's like all about hot jazz, So we interview the killing cats on the scene, That's what it's about. So
I'm really just doing these drops to plug HJT. Later today. So,
but we are going to have
runs up some interest.
Right. Don't worry. There's going to be drops on the show.
Oh my goodness. Oh, too funny.
Yeah, but anyway, Sachal, thanks for coming on.
Of course.
Yes. Boys,
Taylor,
everybody.
Austin, Dave, Dan, thank you guys.
Fun, man.
Everybody's great. Always keep following us at GSI Notified. You're gonna know something.
Right. Every Friday we're releasing new music, so we'll be here talking to whoever releases the music.
Yeah, having a good time. That's what's most important. Having a good time. Everybody should have a good time. Allow yourself to be yourself.
Right.
Be free. Allow each soul to walk their path. All that kind of good stuff. Get your heart right. Word.
All right, y'all.
Till the next one.